Hey, two line dudes, two line dudes, in this bitch, two line dudes, two line dudes. We got views, hey, high point of views. You can choose two line dudes, two line dudes, two line dudes. We gonna give you some news and some views. Thank you for choosing us, two line dudes. Yeah.
One of these days, we gonna get everybody to vote on the best intro, and we gonna keep it. Whatever y'all
Yeah, that was
choose is what
nice
we gonna
though.
do.
I don't know about the crackhead hype man, but hey, it flew good. So
What
let's
you
go.
mean, man?
Welcome.
Man, I was trying to do my Flavor Flav.
All right. Anyway,
All right. Anyway, we're gonna start off like we always do with our Melon Report,
hmm
and today we're shining that black light on a gentleman named Richard Allen, who was born in 1760 in the Delaware colony. Delaware was not a state at that time. He was a minister, educator, writer. He was the founder of the Black Methodist Episcopal Church. He opened his first AME church in Philadelphia, 1794. The man bought his freedom in 1783 for $2,000. And his
Pay
the
for it.
document stating his freedom was the first manumission document to be held as public file. And he throughout his time he did a lot of social work and work throughout the church. All right. You got this day in Black
Oh
History
yeah,
Month
we
for us,
got a
right?
this day in Black History Month. This day, July 27th, 2020. Well, this day in history, it was actually July 27th, 1900. We were going through a bunch of aggression towards us after the Civil War, and the black folks had accumulated little land, a little freedom, a little uprising in their lives,
Moving on up.
So the white folks were getting jealous. So yet again, there was a riot, and this was a riot in Louisiana in 1900. Um,
Yeah,
that
don't
it,
pull up the book, man. We
yeah, I'm gonna
read.
put the
We
book.
read.
Yeah, it was a race riot broke out in New Orleans. Black schools and homes were destroyed during the disturbance, and they were upset that we were learning to read and we were learning to, uh, have our own and be our own man and be our own self. So they started just burning everything they saw that belonged to us. So it was breakout of riots throughout the states,
All right.
Cleveland, New Orleans.
You know, I just thought about, man, before we get into it, we
Yeah,
didn't do our
so that's true.
introduction properly, man. I am Mr. Bowtie, and with me as always
Scooby-Doo, the
is
nice one, the nice. Hey man, you
right.
know who we are if you've been here before.
Yeah.
But
Hopefully we get
yeah,
some new
we mixed
subscribers
it up
coming
a
in, but
little
yeah,
bit.
we messed it up.
Skidoo.
But
That's
today,
his
man,
fault. That's the.
I'm gonna tell you right now,
Say
man.
nothing.
Today we probably gonna make a few people mad, and I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm not gonna apologize for it. Whatever we say, we said it. I mean it. This is my personal opinion on it. But we're gonna talk about how Christianity is holding black people back.
Yep.
Uh, and first thing we're gonna talk about is the first reason that we put it out there, man. Why is it that black people praise a white man? You know, we were taught in slavery days to praise this white man and pray to this guy who looks nothing like us, and it was nothing but a form of making us seem inferior to the white person. All right, if you can look to somebody who's nothing like you, who's for all your well-being and for your praising, this is the guy who gives you everything and takes care of you. What do you think of your black people? You know what I mean? Obviously, we're not good enough to do it on our own, and it's my take on it.
Yeah, when you close your eyes, they've gotten you to believe that there's a white man who comes from Jerusalem. His name is Jesus, and
Yo,
he loves
cyber.
you if you do everything that they say is right, righteous, and correct for you to go to heaven or go to hell or whatever. But if you just think and sit back and just realize that everything you've learned since your birth has been pre-written, it's pre-recorded. There's no original thought, and all this has been force fed through generations with us. Like, if we could go back to what we were doing in Africa in the homeland, and even out here in America before, we was enslaved, because it was blacks here in America,
Mm-hmm.
believe it or
Mm-hmm.
not. Yeah. But if we can go back to that, I think we were a spiritual people. But I feel like when we put this religion, we block ourselves in, because then, we're looking at other people that look just like us in a different light, because they don't go to this church, or they don't attend studies of this with the reverend, or they don't do this fatherhood adventures in the church, or anything deal with the church. If you're not paying your tithes, like, it's shunned upon. We've just been brainwashed to believe that doing these things your whole life, then that's gonna give you some kind of green light into heaven, and I don't believe that shit. So,
And the
and
truth is, nobody knows for sure. Nobody
yeah,
knows the true answer, and I don't pretend to know it either.
and I fault the churches and the communities that's been there for, like, through a generation. Like, if my grandma been through a church, and then my mom went to the church that she's going to, but that church hasn't built any housings in that neighborhood, hasn't built any YMCA's or YWCA's or computer learning centers. Like, if these churches are not proactive in your own neighborhood, and they've been there for centuries, or the 5 6 eras of families,
Mm-hmm.
then they just swindling you for your money, and they just passing it down from one generation to the next. And all you're doing is saying hymns about something, ain't no change happen.
I mean, that brings me to my next point too. You look at these mega churches, right? All of it is a lot of profiteering, and so I'll tell you one of the times that it really stuck out to me. I was at a church function. It wasn't church that I went to, but I was doing banquets and I did a church
Mm-hmm.
function. And all the church folks came. They drove in a van
Mm.
from wherever they were from, drove here, and they were setting up a place setting for their pastor. And
Mm-hmm.
as we were setting the tables, they said he can't eat off your silverware. And I said he can't eat off our silverware, but you can. But he's a
Mm-hmm.
man just like you are. He
Yeah.
had his own silverware. And then I asked, so
Oh,
where's your pastor at?
mm.
He flew in on a private plane. They all had to drive in,
Wow.
but they put
That's a
money
long
together
road
to
trip
for
too.
him to fly in, and they drove in like a couple hours, and he had a little 20-30 minute flight. So that
It's
showed
a
me there,
Ponzi
man.
scheme, bro.
Yeah, it's all profiteering, man. Your pastor has his bins and telling you to give 10% of your income
Mm-hmm.
back into that, which is crazy because it's only Christianity that does that, right?
Hmm.
Jews, they tell you to give gifts or charitable donations,
Mm-hmm.
and then most of the pastors, most of the priests and ministers in other religions all have regular jobs. It's
Mm-hmm.
only in Christianity where we are taking care of the pastor and we're giving for the pastor. And there are some people out there who are doing things good for the community, and then there's other ones who, just like you said, man, they want to drive the Bentleys and the business and get their jets,
Mm-hmm.
and grandma barely can get to church. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
she barely got the brake pass to drive the car that she's had 25 years over its expired date. Like, we're just juicing, we're sucking the blood out of the community, and it's not going back into the community. And the church has a great part to do with that. Like, if we're congregating in a church, then we should have strategized something that's going to build a foundation for everybody in that church. Everybody in that
Mm-hmm.
church should be living and reaping the benefits just as the pastor is.
Yep.
That's a tax free business. FYI, they don't pay any taxes.
Ooh.
I mean, they pay for the lights and the other details like that, but for the most part, no taxes, baby. So all that money, if you add it up, if you got common sense, if you're in a mega church, they're getting 30,000 every Sunday or every week. Depending on what other ventures they got going on during the week. They're getting over 500,000 a year, and then your son don't have nothing to do after school because all the little uh, activities have been shut down because the government ain't gonna give it to us. So, I mean, we gotta do it for ourselves, and the black community and the black church should have been realized that. So,
So my next point,
step up if y'all gonna be
and why I
all
feel
in that
like it's
shit.
been a crutch is the Bible, the way it's taught to us, it teaches you to be submissive. It teaches you to, of course, turn your cheek and to praise your
Hmm.
oppressor and all these things, man. And I don't believe in that at all. And that's just me. You're not gonna whip me, keep me down, and then I tell you, oh, it's okay with brother and man. No, I'm gonna walk away from you. I can walk away, or I can fight against it, but I don't have to be submissive to you. It teaches you to follow without question, and a
Yeah,
lot of
come
things in the
on
Bible
now.
don't even make sense. I don't even have to clap on, man,
Yeah.
God. But yeah,
Yeah.
why are we following without questioning anything?
Yeah.
It don't make sense to me. You don't question
I
nothing.
never understood that, bro. I never understood that. It's like we're scared to think outside the box. Like if you ask questions, well, it ain't for you to understand. It's just for you to just to believe. You got to believe.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I believe if somebody come and shoot me with a gun, I'm gonna get shot. That's what I believe. I believe if I'm not paying attention on the road and I'm looking at my phone, I'm gonna crash and kill myself. That's what I believe. I can't believe that because I let somebody take advantage of me my whole life and do and turn the other cheek and did what was right in his eyes, supposedly in God's eyes. Then I'm going to do the right thing. I'm doing the right thing to get out on earth.
Man, you
Man,
know what's funny to
I'm
me?
living my heaven on earth if I can, and then whatever comes after this, I embrace it when I get there.
Man, so many
I ain't never
wars.
scared, bro, and you shouldn't be either.
No, never. Man, so many wars and stuff have been fought in the name of Christianity, man, and people
Yeah.
don't realize Hitler was a Christian, and if
Mm.
you read back and go through what he said, all of his stuff was biblical. He went back
Oh
and
yeah,
said it.
they quote it, and it's for their benefit because you know they use it to enslave people. They use it to keep slaves,
Mm-hmm.
and they use it to say one race is better than the other one, or one is inferior, and one is
Right.
superior. They use the Bible to any advantage they can for their benefit.
No, the worst thing to me is no matter how good of a person you are,
Hmm.
if you don't believe what I believe, you still going to hell. So Gandhi, who of course was not a Christian but known as one of the greatest people on the
Yeah,
planet, is
supposedly
probably
greatest.
in
It's
hell.
racist as fuck though.
Uh, his teachings
Yeah,
were positive. We'd probably
yeah.
talk about Gandhi on another, but yeah, his teachings were positive. But now you want to tell me because he didn't believe in Christ as his savior, he's
Mhm.
going to hell, right? I can be the greatest philanthropist on the world, but if I don't believe in Christianity, I'm going to hell.
Hey, I just know, and just shout out to all my friends that became pastors, and you know, no slack against you, or no spit on your name. It's just like we gone down this road before. You did it when you was a child, so
Mm-hmm.
what are you doing differently that's going to really excel our community? If you're doing that, then I applaud you 100%. But most of this shit to me, it just seemed like fraud. And I've been on this earth over 45 years. Shit fraud, bro. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I don't believe nothing that been fed to me. And I've never been that way, and y'all know it. So, uh,
You know what, too,
hey,
man?
man, I just want people to have a different perspective on shit and wake up.
The only thing I can say is some people need
Yeah,
that guidance. Some
yeah,
people need that book to have them on the right path, man. I family members, I know
yeah.
people, man, who
They have to believe something that's bigger than
yeah,
themselves so they can at least get their life together,
right.
or change for a reason so they can, get into a better place with, the higher being. I think there is a higher energy, a higher spirit that put us here and put things together. But the storyline about Adam and Eve, and it's just like, come on, man.
It's definitely something more and
When
something bigger than
just
us out there.
think of it like this: when we were kids, they told us about Santa Claus and the Tooth
Easter
Fairy and the
Bunny.
Easter Bunny. So when we were kids, we was told child stuff. When we became grown, we realized that shit wasn't real. So why are we still believing child shit from when we were a kid? I can't do it.
Me either, man. And another thing that I it's one thing I just personally dislike about people who are the Bible thumpers.
Mm,
They discredit man all the time. No matter
mm,
what it is that you may have done, yeah, all credit goes to God because he did. Yeah, you know, the nurses out here and the doctors fighting COVID right now,
mm.
they are doing this. They are risking their lives and they're doing this. And you want to take that credit away from them for what they're doing and say, no, no, praise him. All
Mm.
right. That always bothered me. And one of the things, like, I played sports all my life, man. We always pray before the game. Nobody prays afterwards, and nobody, no, the losers never
Loser
thanking
never,
God.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
You know,
you not
thank
out
you
there.
God for making us lose. You
Yeah.
never hear that. You never hear that. It's always the thank God for the champions. Thank God for the people who got the Golden Globe Award or the
Mm-hmm.
Oscar. You'll never hear a person who was just nominated. You don't get to say that. It's like, damn, I only get hollered at when some good shit
Yeah.
happening,
Only
y'all
when the
monkey
good is
ass.
going on. That's when you praising God. Everything is great
That's
then.
another thing. Y'all say y'all pray, but then you be down and out, be begging family members and all this and begging everybody for money. I'd be like, hey, God is working on you right now, bro. I can't mess that up. God is working on you. I can't do that. I can't mess that
You
up.
over here hitting them
Believe in Him
Drake.
all the time. Don't be
God's
trying to part
plan.
time. Don't be part time believing in Him. Shit. So if you're gonna feed me that you believe in Jesus and all that, and another thing, it wasn't even on J's back then. They didn't even create the letter J yet. Just
No,
think
no.
about this.
His name was not
Use your
Jesus.
brain.
He had a
So his
Hebrew
name, I
name.
don't know who, Jesus, I don't know why y'all use that name, but that ain't his name. Do your research.
Oh
That's
man.
all I ask. I don't proclaim and know everything about religion, so please don't jump on my back. Please subscribe. Don't get mad at us for talking about this subject. I don't mean to hurt nobody's feelings. I'm just telling y'all to just think a little bit outside the norm.
Yeah. Before we go,
Oh, we
get
got
out of
to
here, man. I'm gonna
vent
go ahead and
first.
put yeah, about to go
Say
ahead and
that.
put in there what ties me in the knot. And it's gonna tie right back into this, man. The
Mm,
people who tell you without a doubt and for certain that this is the way. Like you have to believe, you have to do this because if you don't, it's damnation for you. It's damnation.
yeah.
God didn't bring you down here to tell me I was going to hell, and you didn't live your life right all the time. Allow me to make some mistakes. Allow me to believe what I want to believe. There's so many other religions out there. You got Hinduism, Judaism, Buddhism, so many different things. There were
Muslims.
religions that were 400, 4,000 years old
Hmm.
before Christianity was there. But
Yeah.
this is now the right
The
way, and we got to
Crusaders
do it the
came
right
and
way.
made it mandatory that everybody became a damn Christian.
And you want to come to my door and tell me this is what you got to do? No, 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 please. And I hate people who force me into talking about religion. I don't want to talk to you about it because I feel your spirit and what you believe is personal to you. It's your
Hmm.
own personal journey. And now you
Yeah.
want to force me to tell you that I hate what you believe in. And then we got to fight.
Yeah.
That really ties me in a knot, man. Look, but it's gonna end it with some real spill from a G, man. Give us this ventilator moment.
Hey man, I just want us to stop blaming everybody else for our fuck ups. Like, take responsibility for your own decisions, because that's what they really are. From the time you graduate high school, homeboy, you are now in charge of decisions you make. If you go left and that ain't what everybody suggests you to go, and you go there anyway, and you end up locked up, shot, dead, you know what I'm saying? Then that
Eight
was
baby
you,
mamas.
yeah, diseased. That's the decisions you made, bro. You got to stand, and you can't be mad at the world because of this decision. That's why we tell you, strap up. Be sure the woman you messing with or the man you messing with, they got some mental capacity in their family. Like, see if they family is stable. Little basic stuff. See if they know what a resume is. You know what I'm saying? So it really grinds my fucking. It really pisses me off to see y'all at Quick Trip over under 30 years old begging for money and tap dancing and all that, and get mad at folks because they don't want to give you nothing. You begging all the fucking time. Y'all the most beggingest niggas I ever seen, bro.
Yeah.
Under 30 that aren't winos. Like,
Oh yeah.
normally there's the drunks and shit and the drug has to be, but it's a new drug addict. So, but
Mm.
anyway, man, step up. If you can't step up, get the help you need and ask for it. But don't be around here acting like you doing everything right and turn around and your fucking shit is all wrong. So
Yeah.
check yourself, nigga.
Yeah, and
Real
quit
spill
that
from a
mystical
G.
bullshit. It ain't my fault. It is. It was
Yeah,
your
it's
fucking
your
fault. You
fault,
did
nigga.
something to get yourself in that position, no matter what it was. Whether it was minor or major, it was definitely part of you. Own it.
Mm-hmm.
Every decision you make. But we're gonna end it with that note. Again, man, I'm Mr. Bowtie. You can follow me on Instagram at ask.mrbowtie.
I'm on Instagram as well, D Nice Cali _ Melanin King. Also follow Two Live Dudes on
Yes.
Instagram and our page on YouTube right here. Come on, let's get to 130 by the end of the month. Let's go.
All right.
Tell your friends and tell a friend and watch the other episode if you haven't watched it. We talking about other shit too. We talking about real shit. Anything you want us to talk about, you suggesting. We taking suggestions. Believe me.
Absolutely.
My boy said, y'all dry. Y'all need to get it up a little bit. So this for you, Patrick. Yeah, this for you, nigga. Fat head ass nigga. Losing weight, but your head still big ass nigga.
He better watch this one too.
Anyway, love you, homie. One, peace. We out. Two live dudes.